Hi, welcome again to the channel in the interest of things. So today we're talking about who are you? I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but because I don't have time, I've decided to just draw it out. So how do you know who you are? So frequently we hear on the news, on TV, people talking about who they are and being true to who they are. Well, I've thought about this a lot, and this is my theory of who people are. Well, it's not really mine. I worked on it with someone who lives at my house and shares the same bed with me. Yes, someone that makes me very happy indeed. Yes, she whose name shall not be mentioned, because she doesn't want to be, out there on the internet land. Okay, so anyway, so who are you? Right, we start over here. So who you are, there are two things to who you are. So that's a B. I know you don't think that's a B, but that is a B, okay? And that's a V. So who you are is down to two different things. The biology, the things that you can't change, okay? Or your birth, right? The things that come from the time you were born. So that B is for born, where it's things that come with you when you're born, or the things that happen to you when you're born. And there are things, the V is for the things that you choose, right? The V is for the things that you choose. Okay, so you come down here. So the first thing about who you are can be said to be your biology, okay? That can be the first thing, your biology. Are you tall? Are you short? These are things to do with your genes, okay? What color is your hair, your eyes, your skin? Are you more likely to, suffer from certain diseases, etc.? Are you allergic to things? So that's biology. So your biology is a part of who you are. So that's one way to think and talk about who you are. And then, and you don't really have much of a choice on this one. That's just who you are. You can look at that and decide that that's who you really are. Or you can come down, and the E is for the environment, where you were born, okay? And who surrounded you and what you were taught. You could be born in Zimbabwe, Australia, South Africa. You could be born in England, China, Papua New Guinea, Oman, Israel, Egypt. You could be born in all sorts of places. You could be born in Brazil, Bhutan, different places, and all these places have different values that the society, different morals that the society in that place teaches to everybody. So in a way, you don't have a choice about what your parents believe or how they behave. You could grow up in a family where people are always fighting, where the father is missing or the mother is never at home, or where the mother is the only one taking care of everybody. The mother is doing everything, and that's a home. We could be coming from a home or you could be coming from a place where you were adopted. You had no family, no parents. You're an orphan. Nobody knows where you are, who your parents are, because someone left you somewhere and they didn't leave any markings of who they are. So that's also a part of who you are. The history of where you were born and the things you were taught. That's a part of who you are. But this part, once again, has nothing to do with your choices. So those two sections are part of who you are. But once again, you don't have a choice over these two things. So we go over here to the other side, to the C. Okay, the C is about the choices you make with your life. That is who you want to be. Who do you want to be friends with? Who do you want to play with? What do you think is important? How do you want to spend your time? What do you want to invest your money in? How do you react and talk to people? etc. So what you believe in and what you do, these things are your choices. This is a part of who you are that you decide yourself. So this is the who you are that you choose, okay? So this is a part of who you are. Finally, the last part of who you are is the choices we make about where we are going to live. The choices we make about who is going to surround us. The choices we make about how we are going to make a living, etc. So that's another part of who we are. So now, just to make this more clear, we've got it here. So there's birth circumstances, right? Which is your biology and the environment where you are born. This is a part of who you are. And then the second one, these are choice-made circumstances. So choices about right and wrong and behavior, and also choices about vocation and location, where you want to live and what you want to do. This is also a part of who you are. Now, how do you decide which is the most important part of who you are? How do you identify? Is it most important to talk about your biological features or where you were born? Is this the biggest and most important part of who you are? Or is this the most important part of who you are? Or they are all equally valid? I'm going to tell you something. In my theory, there's one way to know who you are. That is, this is the way you know who you are. What will be on your coffin, okay? So you see, when a person is alive, right, they are there, right? They are breathing, they are moving and walking. So it's the same with our identity. When we say who we are saying, without this, without some aspect of this, I am dead, okay? So the thing that we believe about ourselves that we would not want to live without, right? That's who we are. So if you are going to be saying you are A, B, C, D, that means if that thing is taken away, then you don't exist anymore. You die. Just like if your heart is taken out, you are dead, okay? That's the same thing about who we identify as. When we say we are something, we're saying, I am willing to die for this, okay? So let's end there. So the thing for which we are willing to die, that's who we are. The thing for which, if it's taken away from us, we would find our world no longer livable in. That thing is who we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. So this was my presentation of who you are, okay? After this, I'm going to build on top of it. And I think I've referenced this several times. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Can you see the blue bucket at the back there? Let's hope Melissa doesn't watch this, okay? Because I will not be making another video, guys. I'll be banned. But I'm quite sure she's not going to watch it. So I'm safe, okay? Hasta la vista. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.